Alright, so in this video, I'm going to discuss the best golden visa in EU, and this is through bank deposit. So no, you're not donating any money to anyone. You're not paying any substantial or heavy fees. Here, you're simply depositing your own funds in a bank account. And like I discussed, the Panama option here in the EU, you can get a direct paper residency, a golden visa, by simply opening a bank account and depositing your funds. I'm going to cover this in a lot of detail. I'm going to share the requirements and how this can be accomplished from start to finish. And at any point, right, you want to get started, you can always click the link of the call. We can quickly get you started with this option. Now, before I discuss the requirements, what I really wanted to discuss is why has this picked up so much traction in 2026? People don't want to buy properties. People don't want to spend too much money to the government because there's so many options, right? So many options. You want to keep your funds and get or extract these benefits. Now, since the time the cheapest of the cheapest passports have launched, and a classic example is the Sao Tome and Principe. There's the Botswana CBI Botswana passport that's around the corner, and if you're subscribed to this channel, you would be the first person to be notified the moment there's any update on the Botswana CBI. So make sure you turn on that subscription. Now, the main benefit of using these passports is that you're not touching your home country nationality. You leave that beast aside. You get this paper passport, right? You're paying some money, you're getting this passport. This is a respectable solution because it's a brand new option. It's not exposed, it's not busted. No one really knows about where Sao Tome and Principe is. Yes, people know about Botswana, but for the good reasons. It's not a tainted jurisdiction. It is one of the safest and the most beautiful country in Africa. So you strike a passport. Now, what do you do with this, right? This is a poor passport, and that's where this EU paper residency comes into picture. The moment you add this to the passport, you're not living in the country of your passport. You're not living in the country of your residency because it's a paper residency. It still strikes your journey, right? If you're looking for citizenship, it gives you that option. But without staying anywhere, now you have a passport which is the cheapest of the cheapest. Botswana, 75K once it launches. STP right now, as of the recording of this video, is 90K for one person, 97K for a family of up to 4. So you have a passport, and then you strike this paper residency on top of that passport. Now you have jacked up the access of a poor passport and converted this into one of the most powerful passports in the world. With not an ETA, even with a US or a UK passport, you would need to get an ETA to enter the Schengen area or the UK. But once you add a residency on top of this weak passport, and because this is not a tainted or a busted passport, it's a straightforward option. So once you add this EU residency, then this passport is worth its weight in gold because you get access to the home country, but you also get the EU access. And the option that I'm going to discuss here is the Latvia golden visa. And what are the requirements? Now, Latvia's bank deposit route is often cited as the cleanest path to European residency because it involves the least amount of paperwork compared to buying a real estate or starting a business. Now, typically I've talked about the 60K option being the cheapest to Latvia golden visa. Yes, it is the cheapest one, but in that option, you're depositing 50,000 euros with an existing company, paying a 10K in state fee, and then acquiring that golden visa. So if money is an issue, you don't have too much money, then that is the only option. But let's say you have slightly more money, you can directly do this bank deposit option. Don't have to deal with any companies, don't have to deal with any taxation. So as of 2026, here are the core requirements for the Latvia golden visa via bank deposit. First requirement, the minimum capital investment you must deposit, it should be at least 28,000 euros in a subordinated account with a Latvian credit institution. This deposit must be a fixed term agreement, so it's an FD or a CD, the way you want to refer it, for a minimum of 5 years. At least for 5 years, you got to lock in this money and then you qualify for the golden visa. Is there any other fee? Yes, there is a fee, but it's not crazy. It's not substantial. It's a mandatory state fee upon approval of your residency. So you're not paying this before, you're paying this after you're approved. So far, you've put your money in the bank. 280K is safe in an extremely safe jurisdiction and an extremely safe bank account. And all you're doing is waiting for your approval. Once you're approved, you then pay a one-time non-refundable fee of 25K euros directly to the Latvian state treasury. The subordinated status, the funds must be held as subordinated liabilities, meaning you cannot withdraw the capital before the 5-year term ends. However, unlike government bonds, these deposits actually earn interest, typically ranging from 2.5% to 3% annually in 2026. So what happens is, yes, you're paying the state fee of 25K euros, but essentially you're buying your paper path to EU option, EU residency. You're jacking up that passport. So let's say 95 set aside for a Sao Tome and Principe passport. You also add this Latvia golden visa. The bank money is your money. That's not going anywhere. The money that you're paying is 25K. So 95K plus 25K for 120K approximately. You've gotten one of the strongest passports that you can ever create. So you've jacked up the strength of the passport. So no, you don't need an EU passport. You don't need a Malta $2 million. Just simply get a Sao Tome. It functions very similar. Now for the proof, you must demonstrate that you have sufficient personal funds to live in Latvia without working. For 2026, the applicant must show roughly 15,500 euros per year in available liquid funds, which is approximately 1,200 euros per month in income. You should have a clean record and health. All applicants must provide an apostille police certificate. No criminal record on that certificate, so you make sure that your background is clean, and a medical certificate confirming that you do not have any contagious disease such as TB. Annual check-in. While there is no requirement to physically live in Latvia full-time to maintain your permit, you still need to visit Latvia once every year to physically renew your ID card and confirm that the investment is still alive. So I think it's a low-hanging fruit. The best option as of the recording of this video, I would say, still remains Portugal because of that CPLP advantage. So if you're doing a Sao Tome and Principe, it's a CPLP country that has slightly better, but Portugal, because you're getting the same thing, and you can potentially, again, we need to check how that pans out, and this is not immigration advice, but technically you could naturalize 3 years earlier in Portugal and pick up the real EU passport. But if 325K euros is too much and you're not confident with the hospitality fund, then the Latvia bank deposit option, you keep your own funds and you still acquire a rock solid option for you and your family. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Which one would you rather prefer? Would you go for the Portugal golden visa with a 7-year path to citizenship on an STP, or you would rather add the Latvia option with the bank deposit? And let me know your thoughts in the comments below and why. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and catch you in the next one.